I am brand new to the Bible. I've never read it in my life. Hi everyone, Audrey here, and welcome to Learning God's Guidance. I am so excited to be sharing my first deep dive in with you. It's just been quite a journey. So if you are new to the channel, make sure you go check out my testimony video so you can kind of understand where I'm coming from. But basically, I am new. Don't mind the kids, you guys. I'm in my kitchen, okay? I'm trying to make this work the best I can. I got 3 kids, 6 and under. My daughter's home from school today, so please don't mind the background noise. But yeah. Anyways, go check out the testimony. Today in this video though, we're diving in because it's a new year and I did get a late start to starting this, but that's okay. But I did start a Bible study group last night, and it totally aligns with what my goal is anyway, which is to read the entire Bible from beginning to end. I do have some dance videos that I'll be posting as well of how I'm memorizing scripture as I go. I am brand new to the Bible. I've never read it in my life. I'm only about a year into being a new believer, a year and a half-ish. So, and I keep hearing God saying, you need to start from the beginning and just go from the beginning all the way through and dance to it. That's how I'll help memorize things and meditate on it and move through it and get it really ingrained in me. So, but today I just wanted, part of the homework is to read Genesis this whole week, to read the whole book of Genesis. And so I'm already pretty familiar with chapter 1 because I'm dancing and learning that whole chapter through movement. So if you want to see those videos, they'll also be on this channel. You can go check those out. But yeah, so but today's video, I just wanted to talk about, my son is literally standing here come here. I wanted to talk about say hi to everybody. No? Okay. I wanted to just kind of say my take, like what are my takeaways from what I'm learning and how we can implement what we learn through the Bible, how you can apply it, I guess, to our everyday life, right? Because I think that's the whole point of it being written, is to help guide us. So as I'm learning God's guidance, I want to share it with you. That was a huge, long intro, but here we go. Let's dive in. So what I think I'm going to do first is just go through it. I'm just going to read it. Yep, we're going to read it all the way through Genesis chapter 1, the whole chapter. And then I'm going to say what my key takeaways are from it that I learned that really stuck out at me, okay? So, and I'm going to try to just not look at I have the app here. I'm going to try not look at it and see if my dancing to it has actually worked, that I can memorize. I think I have up till verse 23 so far. Yeah, I'm on day 6 of creation is what I'm learning right now. So I can do verses 1 through 23. Let's see, okay? I might have to peek a little bit here, but overall it's in there. It's ingrained. Okay. In the beginning, 300. Okay. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. The earth was without form and void, and darkness was over the face of the deep. And the Spirit of God was hovering over the face of the waters. And God said, let there be light, and there was light. And God saw that the light was good. And God separated the light from the darkness. God called the light day, and the darkness he called night. And there was evening and morning the first day. And God said, let there be an expanse in the midst of the waters, and let it separate the waters from the waters. God made the expanse and separated the waters that were under the expanse from the waters that were above the expanse. And it was so. And God called the expanse heaven. And God said, let the waters that are under, And God said, let the waters that are under the expanse be gathered, And God said, let the waters that are under, oh my gosh, I'm blanking here. And God said, I already said that part. Okay. Let the waters under the heavens be gathered into one place. Yeah. And God said, let the waters under the heavens be gathered into one place, and let the dry land appear. You see, I'm dancing. That's how it's helping me remember. And let the dry land appear. And it was so. And God, hey Andre. And God called the dry land earth. And the waters that were gathered together he called seas. Don't get distracted, focus. There was seas. And God saw that it was good. And God said, let the earth sprout forth vegetation, plants yielding seed, and fruit trees bearing fruit, in which is their seed, each according to its kind on the earth. Did I get that right? I think so. Plant according to their own kinds, and trees bearing fruit, in which is their seed, each according to its kind. And God saw that it was good. And there was evening and morning. No! You guys, I totally messed that up. Okay, I'm going to start from the earth. And God said, let the earth sprout forth vegetation, plants yielding seed, and fruit trees bearing fruit, in which is their seed, each according to its kind on the earth. And it was so. The earth brought forth vegetation, plants yielding seed, and fruit trees bearing fruit, in which is their seed, each according to its kind. And God saw that it was good. Okay, got most of that. And there was evening and morning, the third day. Okay. And God said, let there be lights in the expanse of the heavens to separate the day from the night. And let them be for signs and for seasons and for days and for years. And let the lights in the sign in years. And let the lights in the heavens give light upon the earth. Something like that. Yeah. And it was so. And God made the two great lights, the greater light to rule the day and the lesser light to rule the night. And the stars. And God set the lights in the heavens, or God set the lights in the expanse of the heavens to give light upon the earth. Something like that. On the earth. To rule over the day and over the night, and to separate the light from the darkness. And God saw that it was good. And there was evening and there was morning, the fourth day. Okay, we're on fifth day. And God said, let the waters swarm with swarms of living creatures, and and let the birds fly above the earth across the expanse of the heavens. And God said, expanse of the heavens. And so God created the great sea creatures and every little creature that moves on the earth, in which the water swarms, each according to its kind. Every winged bird, each according to its kind on the earth. And it was so. Right? Hold on. I think I got that a little bit. Every winged bird, and God saw that it was good. Okay. And every winged bird according to its kind. And God saw that it was good. And God blessed them, saying, be fruitful and multiply, and fill the waters with the seeds, and let the birds multiply on the earth. And there was evening and there was morning, the fifth day. Okay, that's what I have memorized so far. Hey, pretty good, huh? For not really peeking too much and not moving. Yeah, I can do much better when I'm actually doing the choreography. But okay, so it's in there. All right, the parts I do not have memorized is the next part. I'm working on this one now. And God said, let the earth bring forth living creatures, each according to its kind, livestock and creeping things, and beasts of the earth according to their kinds. And it was so. And God made the beasts of the earth according to their kinds, and the livestock according to their kinds, and everything that creeps on the ground according to its kind. And God saw that it was good. Then God said, let us make man in our image, after our likeness, and let them have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the birds of the heavens, and over the livestock, and over all the earth, and over every creeping thing that creeps on the earth. So God created man in his own image. In the image of God, he created him. Male and female, he created them. And God blessed them, and God said to them, be fruitful and multiply, and fill the earth and subdue it, and have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the birds of the heavens, and over every living thing that moves on the earth. And God said, behold, I have given you every plant yielding seed that is on the face of the earth, and every tree with seed in its fruit. You shall have them for food. And to every beast of the... Guys? And to every beast of the earth, and to every bird of the heavens, and to everything that creeps on the earth, everything that has the breath of life, I have given every green plant for food. And it was so. And God saw everything that he had made, and behold it was very good. And there was evening and there was morning, the sixth day. Okay, so that's Genesis chapter 1, the whole chapter. And like I said, I have most of it memorized, and I'm working on day 6 right now. which is exciting. So I'll be posting that soon. But let's go through this, because as I was choreographing it and learning it, and now doing this study, starting from the beginning, and now just kind of like taking notes on what I've actually taken away from it. Here are some notes that I have written that I'd just like to share with you. So I thought it was interesting. I'm just going to go read through this. Okay, so in the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. So I always thought when I heard heaven that I always just thought there was just like one heaven. So I thought heavens, plural. Interesting. And created. In the beginning, God did what he created. So the very first thing that he did was create, right? So, and then he talks about the darkness, right? So darkness is first before the actual doing of creation, I think. So like what happens in the creation process, this is what I've taken away from it. So the earth was without form and void, right? And darkness was over the face of the deep. So the earth was, which implies that it was before. Hey, can you get down please and go in there? I'm doing a video and that's really loud. Thank you. Go over there with Sissy. Sorry guys. Go over there with Sissy. Thank you for listening. Okay, so, because when you look at, hey, well, I was using that phone because that had the Bible on it. He took the phone. Okay, we'll just go through. Well, I have it that part. Okay, in the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. The earth was without form and void, and darkness was over the face of the deep. So as I was dissecting these verses, I thought to myself, okay, the earth was without form and void. So before the next part, right, when he says, and God said, let there be light, before he actually started creating what he wanted to create, there was something. And what was that something? The void, the darkness, right? So the void is the starting place of creation is what I took from that. It's a blank slate, so to speak, with your eyes closed, the darkness, which is something I heard recently, which really stuck with me because as an artist, as a dancer, choreographer and stuff in my life, like how do I create choreography? That was something I always did. My process was I would close my eyes and stick my head in a pillow and listen to the music. And I would see the moves in my mind first, but it was black, right? It was like this black blank slate. And you could think of it kind of like like a canvas, like a blank. You're starting from scratch, right? And you have like infinite possibilities to create whatever it is you want.
Hello, you look so pretty right now.
Oh, thank you, princess. Okay, so
you girls,
okay,
boys too.
mommy's talking. As I tried, you normally would try to do this alone, but you know we do what we have to do. So please don't mind all the interruptions. I'm trying my best here. Okay,
yeah,
so the void is the starting place of creation, is what I wrote. Blank slate, so to speak. Eyes are closed, right? When your eyes are closed, you're in darkness, and you can visualize and imagine and see the images that you want to create from that space. And then the next part says, you know, and what is it? Darkness was over the face of the deep, and the Spirit of God was hovering over the face of the waters.
Does that mean
that part? So then, right when you're in that dark space, God's there. Like he's like waiting for you. He's like hovering and waiting, like for you to create. Like, okay, go, right? And so I wrote, God awaits. His Spirit hovers. He's waiting for you to create. And he creates. How does he create? Then next he said goes into God, and God said, let there be light. So he creates by speaking it into existence, right? So I wrote here, he creates by saying, God says, let there be light. He flying oranges. Oh my gosh, stay after me. Okay, no more bad. Oh,
sorry.
I'll go swipe. Okay. Where am I? God says, let there be light. So he commands it into existence. He doesn't ask, hey, can there be light? Or, you know, he's not passive, right? Yeah, he's not passive about it. He's not wishy-washy. He has an image in his mind of what he wants to create, and then he says it, he commands it into existence. Thank you, bud. That's really loud. It's playing with I know, okay, but I'm doing a video, you guys. Okay. Jaquela, no, please. No, not right now, lovey. You guys, please go in the room and draw me a picture like Mommy said from the beginning if I was going to try and do this with everybody. Please go in the room. Otherwise, Mommy has to go alone and I don't want to have to leave you down here. You can do it with me here, okay?
I wanted to talk with you too.
Where am I? Okay. My son is literally standing right here. I don't know how I'm gonna do this. My goal is try to do this every day that I read something and learn something, to get on here and share it with you. And being, again, a mom of 3 kids, I am home with them. This is just the rawness of what my life is really like, and I don't want that to stop me from doing what I know I'm being called to do by diving deep into God's word. So I hope you're still here with me and give me some grace, okay? All right, so here, next I wrote, so God says, let there be light. He commands it. Shh, quiet, go, go, go. He commands it into existence. He makes a distinction about his creation. So then he goes on to say, you know, as I was reading it, there's a lot of like, he separates. You know, God called, when it says, and God saw that it was good, and God separated the light from the dark, right? And then later it said, and God created the waters that were under the expanse from the waters that were above the expanse. So there was another like separation, right? And then later on, God when he says, and God created, what is that? The day from the night, when you put the lights in the expanse of the heavens to create, to separate the day from the night and let them be for signs and seasons, days and for years, right? So all that. So another separation of the light and the darkness, right? So he makes there's a pattern throughout that part that I noticed that makes a distinction about how his creation is, he's separating things. And he doesn't say whether they're good or bad, right? He just says they're separate, right? Later he does say that the greater, 2 great lights, the greater light to rule the day, the lesser light to rule the night, right? So that's the only time that there's like a greater less than type of distinction. But the fact that there's separation, but in all of that, every single verse, he says, God saw that it was good. God saw that it was good. It is a pattern. God saw that it was good. God saw that it was good, right? There was evening and morning, so there's this duality. There's this evening and morning, first day, evening and morning, second day, evening and morning, third day. Woo! Yes, it's just so they both coexist. And then he goes on, then he brings in, he blessed his living creatures. So that word pops in about, you know, when he starts talking about bringing in the animals and stuff like that, and all living creatures. So when he says he blessed his living creatures, I wrote, my takeaway on that is like, take up space, because when he says, hold on, so where am I? Okay, yeah, where it says, you know, fill the waters with all the creatures, and let the birds multiply, and let all the animals multiply, right? Take up space is what I wrote. So he blessed his living creatures to take up space in this world, to be fruitful and to multiply. Then when he gets to us, subdue. We are to subdue and have dominion over every little thing on the earth. Every living thing. I meant to say living. Every living thing on the earth. He has given. Right? He has. Okay. Have dominion. So when it gets to us, we have dominion over every little thing on the earth. I said it again. Every living thing and little thing. Every little living thing and huge living thing on the earth. He has given it. It's a gift. He gave us I wrote, it's a gift. Every green plant for food. That's when it's given, is when that word comes in, given. So it's a gift. It's free. He gives it to us, right? And then that we are made in his image. We have the same creative abilities. That's how I take it. If we're made in his image, then we have the same power within us that God created us from, because he's telling us that he made us in his image. So if we're like him, then we should be able to create like him, right? And yeah. Okay, so in summary, this whole chapter I feel like is teaching us how to create things that we want in our life. And so in summary, I wrote when we create. This is the summary of what I take away from the whole thing. When we create, when we first have something that we want to create, there will be disruption or darkness. And something I got from Myron Golden, who I listen to quite often, and he broke this down, which resonated so well with me, was disruption always follows intention. So maybe you have a good idea in your life, but you have had this other thing going on. Then you have a new idea, and then before you get into your new idea, disruption happens, right? Dismantling of what was takes place so that you have space for that new creation, right? So it can always feel like there's like, you have this idea and then boom, there's like this darkness that comes after, because all the questions of how am I going to do this and blah, 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 and you might feel overwhelmed or whatever. So right there in Genesis, the darkness always follows that idea, because the darkness is the blank space of where we start our creation from that void that God created for us, right? So God idea to create earth, he had this idea to create earth and the heavens. Then came the darkness. There was the darkness on the earth. And then, so that blank slate or that void, and then he speaks what he wants to create the light. So, and then it's so, and it's good. So we are made in his image. So if we're made in his image, then we should be able to create the same way. So I ask you to ask yourself, what do you want to create? And have a blank slate to birth it from. So how do you get a blank slate? Well, get quiet. Put your head in a pillow. Meditate, right? Get quiet and listen for God's spirit or inspiration, or in spirit, right? Inspire. That word comes from in spirit, right? Inspiration. Listen for God's spirit. Because why? Because he's hovering right there. That's the next part. And he's hovering over the face of the deep. He's waiting for you, right? He's right there. Listening? Are you listening? Listen for God's spirit or inspiration to create. Then what? Then speak it into existence, because he says, God said, let there be light. So let there be light. Command, demand what it is you want to have happen. And it was so. So once you create it and you have the image and you speak it, you must just know it's so. You just believe it is, because you just did it. Like, that's the action, like you doing it. And then of course I think there is more later to like the creation process, I think, but I feel like later, from what I've heard, again, I'm new to reading this whole thing, but the whole like concept of like believing it is so, right? It's already is. Ask and you shall receive. It is done, right? So anyway, okay. So speak it into existence. Know it is so, and that it's good. That your creation is good. Know your dominion is powerful. For we have dominion over all living things on the earth. So if we know that, if we truly know that, then we should be walking in it with confidence, with knowing, with belief, with love and thankfulness and gratitude for the entire process. That we even have this capability, because God gave it to us as a gift. Do not doubt your abilities, for they are godly. We are blessed. And then I went through and I thought, blessed. Let me look up that word. So I went online. The noun for blessed is those who live with God in heaven. The adjective for blessed is made holy. And the Webster dictionary definition for blessed is of or enjoying happiness. And then I wrote, God is so good. So that was a mouthful. But I just find it so empowering and so cool. Like, it's just so cool, and it's just all right there. And I feel like I could just go on forever about each little line and what it could mean. And yeah, and I'm just really excited to keep going. And I think I might even have time today to get to chapter 2 and take my notes on that. Now, I don't know if I will post that today. That'll probably I'll definitely make a separate video for that one. But that's kind of the intent here, is to, as I'm going through, because I'm doing this Bible study anyways, and it's a goal of mine to do this. The timing, God's timing is just always perfect, right? On what he knows my intention is and what I know I need to do to listen to his voice. So this is part of it. And I'm just gonna imperfectly show up and do it. So join me for this ride. Learn God's guidance with me. If you're this is interesting, fascinating, if you got something out of this, please make sure you comment below, share with me, be kind in the comments, okay? And I hope to see you in the next video. Stay blessed. Bye. Okay, wait, I forgot my daughter wanted to tell you about her amazing dream last night.
Baby.
We have not done her hair today. Don't judge us. Don't mind her hair. I know. Yeah, you want to eat it? Okay.
So my dream last night was I saw an angel, and I finally got to see my angel, and
What did he say?
and it said your wish is my command. It taught me the prayer. So then, if I do the prayer, then he'll do it for me, and he'll make it actually happen.
Right, so all you have to do is say a prayer, and then the angel said, your wish is my command.
Yeah.
What did the angel look like?
It had blonde hair, tan skin, and it had brown eyes and wings and a white outfit. And
Do you want to show me a picture you drew?
wings.
Where's your
I
picture?
put it in my room so I always remember it.
She drew a picture so that we could get a visual of what she saw, and she put it in her room so she can remember it.
And the wings were white and kind of had some shadow on the wing. And its shoes were white sandals too.
Oh no! How cool is that?
Orange
My
shoes.
6-year-old is very connected. So,
To God.
yep. As we all can be, right? And are, if we listen. Anyway, yeah, okay, that's it, you guys. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment below, and share, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye!